chat. High school dreams and college stats. Wednesday morning, tales unfold, memories and news retold. Tune in, B1039, Curry's voice and life's sweet line. Sheriff Miller by his side, lively bluegrass, heart supply.
Brought to you by Big Rapids Tire, Swede Hill Riverfront Community, Simple Luxury, Easy Living, Zott's Bar and Grill, Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes, Paris Auto Service and Repair, M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing, and by M&M Collision Center. And here we are.
I love that introduction. I tell you, Bob, I could come in here depressed and go out of here smiling just because that introduction.
Yeah, I had to find somebody who played a banjo.
Kind of like walking into Zott's.
Yeah. Well, see my new hat I got on?
I do.
I brought it out of the closet.
Casey
my other ones got dirty.
Casey Nemeth says, he goes, you walk into Zott's, you may be in a bad mood, and you walk out of there, and it's all of a sudden everything's great and golden. And he goes, I don't know what it is they put in their food, but.
Yeah. It's good food, yeah. I was in there the other day, took Owen in there and had some of their delicious soup and a hamburger, and I was all set for the day. A lot of good things going on right now. One thing I just want to not forget is my brother Philip's birthday. Happy brother Philip Curry. If you want to say happy birthday to him, get on Facebook. He's not on it, but I'll make sure.
Yes, he is.
Oh, is he? Philip is?
Yes,
Curry's,
he is.
Curry's Auction House.
Philip Curry. No, he's on Facebook. I wished him this birthday this morning.
Oh, good. Yeah. I don't know how old he is. Doesn't matter. We're all getting above 60 now. Ooh. But it's been a great ride, and Phil's been on that ride with us, and we just have a lot of fun as a family. So happy birthday. Love you, Phil. A lot of good things going on last night. I went over to Grant, Michigan, and watched my little Mad Dog. She's a freshman playing on the JV. Freshman's got a great team, too. They won their coaches took them to win a big tournament this past weekend. I think it was down in Greenville or someplace like that. I don't know. I didn't go, but I heard about it. Great players. They have a lot to choose by. It's a very popular sport with the girls right now in Big Rapids. But anyway, Mad Dog and her team got beat by Grant last night, 2 games. Third game, they took it 20-16, I think, or something like that. They had to win by 2 at the 15. But anyway, they did win a third game with them. They played real strong. I thought that was their first game. They probably had a little jitters. I think everything, the timing was off a little bit, being the first game, But, I was talking to Bill Shively and the guys at the shop this morning about volleyball, and that hasn't been a real popular sport up until now of late. I mean, it's Ferris State obviously has been a great sport up there for the community. But I mean, the little girls, you didn't hear too much about them. But now it's gotten to be a real popular sport, and we were wondering why. And I think one of the reasons was because Ferris put us on the map, like the football program. Football's always been popular with. It's just a traditional sport, but volleyball I think is probably one of the fastest up and coming sports in America right now. I mean, these girls are very talented, very athletic. Man, you talk about quick. Holy shoot. I almost said the other word, but I didn't. They die for that ball. I mean, they die for the ball. Not just dive, but they die for that ball and quick. And now, that being said, the JV team was very impressive. But like my son Matt said, we stayed for one game for the varsity. Wow, what a step up in speed. That varsity team, you got Tori Tacey and others, the Fricky girls, and this Hickman. I can't name them all, but someday we'll have to have them on the program.
Yeah.
If you folks really want to watch a fast-paced sport, go to volleyball. I'm telling you, each age group progresses to Mary Miller and Mike Miller. Their daughter's a sophomore. You're going to hear a lot about her coming up, too. One thing, I was talking to a guy this morning, or over there actually last night from Grant. His nephew plays a quarterback for a team in California. And he was telling me about his dad was going out to watch a game. I said, wow, is he that good? And he goes, he's very good. Probably will play Division I someday. I said, really? And he goes, yeah, one thing about California, they don't play multiple sports. They play one sport. He goes, and he plays football year-round. So that maybe is why we get Alan Trambles and all those guys out of California to play for Detroit. That being said, just if you do really want to go to a good sport to watch, And something about girls, boys, I love you too, but those girls really fight hard. Mm-hmm. Even when they're down by 8-10 points, they came back, dang near won both games, but they couldn't quite get over that edge. I'm sure they will with that coaching with Dale Wilhelm and Emily Van Koolen on top of the coaching staff there with Big Rapids. And I'm embarrassed to say I don't know the JV coach, but I think I'd love to have her on so I could get to know her. I think I can help her. That being said, Bella, good morning.
We got to get to
Sheriff.
Scott Shankel, remember, and then we'll. So you want to give old Scott a call?
This isn't all about Pat, is it? I'm sorry. Morning, Brian.
Morning. Well, this morning
Sheriff.
we do have Emma Bleecher and Bella Vallone on, former Ferris athletes. But before we want to get to our kind of hopefully a weekly check-in with Scott Shankel and Mike Selzer, and we'll get Scott on the line.
All right. Well, anyway, good morning, Bella.
Dial it again here.
Bella, how did you get a name Bella? I love that name, Bella. Where are you from?
I'm from Sparta.
Sparta, not too far away.
Not too far.
No. Mom and Dad are happy with you? You've been a good girl so far?
Yeah, I'm back home. They're loving it.
And you're in CJ?
Yep.
Are you graduated?
I'm in the master's program right now.
Oh, okay. I'd stay there a long time if I was you, especially if Dad's paying for it.
Oh, that's the plan.
Yep, good girl, yeah. Bella, how did they come up with that name, Bella? Well, we're waiting for Scott. Let me know when Scott's on.
My family's super Italian, so Isabella.
Hello.
All right.
Scott?
Morning, Scott.
Hey.
You got any
How we
questions?
doing?
Good, thanks. Good morning, Scott. It's Pat. Curry, welcome to another episode this fall with you. Hopefully we'll be talking every week with you. So far you're undefeated. You want to talk about your strengths or whatever? We got a couple gals in here might be able to help you with some strategy in football. They're both in CJ up at Ferris, so they know how to defend themselves. Talking about defend, your defense this year, how's it looking?
We lost some guys from last year's team, but our front seven held its own at the scrimmage and looks pretty good. We're coming around in the secondary. We're a little young, but we're learning quick, so we're looking pretty good. Kids were getting to the ball, we were making plays, and we were being physical. Those are the things we ask them to do all the time.
You bring up some underclassmen for that defense? Because I know you got some young guys up there weighing right over 200-pounders.
Yeah, we have a few underclassmen, a few sophomores. We don't have any freshmen this year. We have some fifth-quarter kids, but they're playing more JV ball than they will be varsity right now. So, but we do have some big fellas coming up, and we're looking forward to that. But we still have some big kids returning too, so we're looking forward to them also.
You always do.
Well, right. But you seem to have some really big boys coming up here, these younger kids. I know Cody Wyman spoke about that. He said, man, these kids in Reed City, they're bigger than me, and Cody's a big boy.
I talked to him yesterday. He said the same thing.
Yeah. Well, how many guys are on the team this year?
Well, our varsity's a little thin. We're hanging around 19 to 20 full-time varsity guys. JV, we're like closer to 40. I think we're at 39. So numbers at the lower level are great. Upper level, I mean, are not as good as I'd like them to be, but the 20 kids we got can all play. So that's what's great about it.
Just got to pray for health. Good health.
Yep, that's the thing that we're gonna deal with is we got to stay healthy, and you never know in football. But thankfully we have the fifth quarter rule, and we've got plenty of kids that will come up and help us too with that. So,
who's your quarterback this year?
His name's Caden Langworthy. He was our backup last year.
Okay, coming along pretty good. He's a junior or senior?
He's a senior. Yeah, he's doing real well, picking up everything real good. He's doing great for us right now. So, we'll find out tomorrow night. We don't open up with anybody soft. Runner up last year
Kingsley.
in D6. So.
Oh Lord,
You
who's
guys,
that?
now this is like 3 or 4 years in a row you guys have opened with Kingsley, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the fourth year that we've opened with Kingsley, and so year one they beat the snot out of us. Then we went there and beat them in the last play.
Yep.
Year three they kind of put it to us last year, and then of course they knocked us out in the playoffs in the regional final too. and then this is year 4. It's been a good opening game for us as far as testing. They're well coached up there, and they play physical, and they play the same style we do. So it's always a slobber knocker of a game, and it's one that we like to that we look forward to because it kind of gauges where we're at.
It's your favorite time of the year, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. You get things rolling, and you get through those hard first couple of weeks, and then starting to get into a routine. So first few weeks are a little off because we're playing on Thursday night, and then once we get back into the normal Monday through Friday stuff, it just rolls through, and it's amazing that it goes by as quick as it does, and then next thing you know, we're right back at it again.
Why a Thursday to open up instead of a Friday? I understand next week being Labor Day weekend.
Because I don't think Kingsley's in school, so usually they're the ones they like to do it on Thursday to have the weekend for whatever reason. So,
right. And they're hosting?
Yeah, we're at Kingsley. JV's home tonight against them. So,
how's your JV team look?
40 people. That's a lot of time.
The JV's looking pretty good so far. Like I said, a lot of numbers. This is something where we haven't had these numbers in a while, and on the JV level, and it's a great thing. And like having fresh bodies, being able to play on both sides of the ball will be fun. And I think the freshmen themselves are pretty excited because they've always been split apart all the way up through Rocket football. So they're all together in one team, and they're pretty excited about that.
All area, as far as that goes, that whole class, Big Rapids has got a good JV team coming up here this year, I think, and then Chippewa Hills has a really good team too. So you're going to have some really some pretty good games in that level of football, aren't you?
Yeah, it'll be fun to watch and pretty exciting. So to see these young kids and how they get better and develop and everything. So time always tells with everything how hard they work in the weight room as the year goes on, and what they do in the off season. So, but we're excited about them, and we're just excited in general with both programs, and looking forward to having another great year with football.
Well, great. I think that sums it up then pretty good. I know we've taken enough of your time. You said you only had a few minutes, right?
Yep.
So
in between classes, you get about 7 minutes. So I figured
can we do this again then every week? Every week at this time, if we can?
Yeah, that works for me. I should be around. I don't know why I couldn't. So
how's that new AD working out?
He's doing fine. He's doing good. Learning curves is, but he's picking it up. And
Ryan been in there at all?
What's that?
You seen Ryan Hansen at all?
I haven't seen him much. He's been doing a different venture. He took on a different role at a job as I think he's doing some brokerage or something like that with mortgages and things. So I haven't seen much of him. I talked to him a little bit, so I'm sure he's enjoying his retirement a little bit. So
yeah.
But I always tease him about coming back and coaching football, and he kind of laughs at me all the time. So
yeah, there you go. Yeah. Well, good luck Thursday night, eh? Tomorrow night.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Same night as Ferris State's playing Pittsburgh out in Kansas.
Pittsburgh State. Yep.
Yeah. So good.
Cool.
Good luck, Coach.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah. See you next
one.
week, Scott. Yeah. Bye. All right. Up next.
All right. We can transition to it.
I like to freeze, Like, what, Emma and Bella?
Yes.
Bella and Emma. Who do we go first with? Bella, Emma? Let's ask them about how life is. What are they thinking? This is
well, have them tell a little bit about themselves, and then their parents. And
we already know about themselves. I already talked to them before the show.
Yeah, but nobody else did.
I know. I'm just teasing. All right, we'll talk to Emma first.
Okay.
Emma says she's been on here before.
Yep.
And you had so much fun. Now you're back, and you're a fantastic volleyball player, but you're kind of like a has-been now, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, darn it. Anyway, but it's better to be a has-been than never to been at all.
True.
Right?
True.
So I never has been a has-been because I never been anything other than myself. But anyway, how's life treating you? Good?
Yeah, really well.
And you are lucky enough to be coaching with Tia
Yep.
Wilhelm, and who's the assistant up there?
Jackson, and then we got Kaylee and Matt on staff as well too.
Wow, another great year, huh?
Yeah.
And they're pointed to be in the top 10 in the nation, aren't they, this year?
Yep.
Number 1 in the GLIAC right now in preseason.
That's what they ranked us as. Yep.
And then last year, was it Grand Valley or was Ferris last year?
I'm pretty sure it was us.
We beat Grand Valley last year?
Oh
then?
no.
Oh.
Well, we went 1-2 with them last
Oh,
year.
that was
Yeah.
basketball they were good
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
Yeah.
What does Tia do differently, do you think, than other coaches do?
I just think she just does it different. Whenever I think about that, like, we just have a different culture. We do things differently, and if you want to be a championship team, you have to do things differently. So that's just, yeah.
I've been to a few of your games over the years. One thing I noticed about her, she's pretty calm. Even in stressful situations, she doesn't, I see, like, the one coach, I won't mention him, or the team, because we don't want to get in trouble, right, Bob? Right?
Oh, yeah.
Right, okay. So anyway, he went ballistic when they got down, and he jumped
Okay.
up near and threw a fit. You probably know what I'm talking about. Probably a lot of them do that, right?
I mean, sometimes, yeah.
But she doesn't ever do that, does she? She just kind of like, well, get over here. We're going to show you what you're doing wrong and stuff like that, eh?
Yeah, we like to stick to the facts a lot. Sometimes we, like, emotions get into play, but we have to remember that our emotions lie to us a lot. So we like to look at the facts, look at the statistics that we have on the sideline, things like that.
So now, just like Tony Anise's football program, you guys have a program that a lot of the local girls and outside the area even probably want to come to Ferris play volleyball, eh?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But how many players on a team?
Well, right now we have 21. It just kind of depends on the year how many girls we'll have, but there's only so much room.
Yeah, I know. So
Yeah.
So have you ever, now that you've been in it for, 6, 8 years here?
5 years now.
5 years? I was close to 6. But anyway, have you ever saw any girls that came up here and tried out maybe and didn't quite make the team to go on and be somebody else pretty good on the other team?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you ever think Tia says, oh, darn, I should have kept her, huh?
I mean, I think the recruiting process is really challenging. So, it's just kind of waging your bets in certain areas and trying to find the perfect fit that we need at that time for whatever class is coming in. So there's just a lot of factors at play.
One thing I noticed last night, they're all good. What makes them better than the other? What is it? Just the luck of the hit?
I mean, I think
you got two good teams playing against each other, very close. I
Yeah.
mean, it's not like football where you got a better quarterback in Joe Montana than you do in Joe Blow. Volleyball, you have both teams pretty good, but it's almost like to place that ball, you got to know where to place that
Yeah.
ball.
Definitely. Volleyball is definitely a unique sport in that sense, and there's a lot of strategy that is involved, especially when you get to the higher level. So there's a lot of factors going on there.
Now, last night, a couple of girls, and one was my granddaughter, and I protested, but didn't do any good. No, I'm only kidding. They two-hand. They called like a two-hand thing where you can't hit that ball with this hand and this hand,
Yeah. So
but you can hit it like this.
Yeah. Yep.
But you can't hit. Why is that?
Well, you can't touch the ball more than once in volleyball, so that would be a double touch, is what they call it.
But that's so close. You really have to have some good eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do most of the time you only use one hand?
Well, I mean, when you're setting, you would always use two hands.
Right.
but yeah.
That's Maddie is the setter.
Okay.
So she uses two hands, but the other girls only use one hand most of the time.
Yeah.
Why would you use two hands?
Better control of the ball.
Right. You can place it better. Right. Yeah. So why wouldn't you use two hands all the time? Is it because of the chance of getting called for using two hits?
Well, yeah, and it's just not always feasible. So it just doesn't make sense for every single type of move you need to make.
Yeah. Yeah. Serving's very important in volleyball.
Yes,
I noticed that last night. Boy, we have some really good servers, but darn it, man, sometimes they go out of bounds.
Yep.
You can practice all day long and still put it out of bounds. Do the college girls have that problem?
Well, I mean, sometimes, yeah. I think every team is going to have that problem at some point. The serve and pass game is that's what volleyball comes down to at the end of the day for a lot of teams. So that's just kind of an important skill you have to work on. And we can afford for some misses, of course, at the end of the day. But as long as we're pushing them, getting out of system more often than we're missing serves, then we'll be on the right track.
Yeah, of course, I'm getting old, but I really admire the speed. How fast is that ball going? I'm sure they've, what is it?
I mean, at least in our gym, we aim to be at least 36 miles per hour or over. That's kind of the target speed, but some girls range from 36 to 42 or so in our gym.
That's fast.
Yeah, it is.
And see, now if I was getting a ball thrown at me, that I played volleyball co-ed back in the day, and our balls probably went around 10 mile an hour. But floaters, we called them.
Yeah.
But you know, I admire these girls, man. You girls, I shouldn't say those girls, you girls, fearless. I bet you have to be, otherwise you wouldn't be on the team.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have an element of that, that's for sure.
What grade did you start playing volleyball in?
Cool. I think I was in 3rd grade in grade school, yeah.
And then did you play basketball too?
I did, yeah.
What persuaded you to go to the volleyball instead of basketball? Because you got height on you. I'm just curious.
Well, I just kind of decided my freshman year of high school, I was like, this is going to be the thing that I want to do in college, and I need to commit to it fully, so I just kind of made the switch over to just volleyball at that point.
What high school did you go to then?
I'm from Illinois, so you wouldn't know.
Chicago?
No.
Wisconsin?
She's closer
No.
to
Minnesota?
Champaign.
No, I'm just teasing. Wow. So you guys had a pretty good program down there.
Yeah.
So you had an instructor that really helped you a lot.
Yep, I had a really good coach down there.
Girl or a man, or who was that?
Lady, yep.
Ali is his name?
A lady.
Ali? Oh.
Yeah. And then with volleyball too, we also do club. So there's a lot that goes down with that too, with travel ball.
So if a young girl's listening today and really wants to be successful in volleyball, how many months out of the year would she have to play to get on Tia's team someday?
Well, it kind of depends on what state you're in and what the regulations are there, first of all. But I would say you definitely need to be playing in high school and then also get on a club team. That'll really boost your chances there.
Yeah, you know, like Tori Tacey.
Yeah, I know Tori, yeah.
My Lord, she goes all over the country and plays. Thank God her dad has a lot of money. But anyway, and then Mary Miller and Mike Miller's daughter, she plays on a club team, and you can really tell the girls are playing year-round pretty much. But I would also like to ask how many other girls do that, because Big Rapids last night watching that Hickman girl, I don't know her, but she's very good. She must play a lot.
Yep.
I don't know if she plays club or not.
Yep.
But,
You know, Tacey's a friend of ours, and if you drive by Tacey's, Tori's, it's not like she's out in the backyard, and Tom will be working with her out in the backyard at a net. So it's not like it's just, I mean, she's putting the time in.
I've gotten to work with Tori too, actually.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Do you think, boys playing football, a lot of times they start at a young age, and time they get up to be a junior in high school, they've had enough of it. Something about volleyball, that you don't get enough of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the person.
Girls, they don't drop out, do they?
No.
Girls don't drop out of volleyball.
I mean, I think it's just a sport it's just different, like I said before, and it's just, I mean, I love it, so I can't get enough of it, but I think that it's a common feeling probably.
You're young enough. Do you get out and practice with them too then?
Every once in a while, if I need to be, just every once in a while, I'll initiate drills a lot and stuff like that. But sometimes, like us assistant coaches, we still like playing, so we'll just stick around after practice for a little bit, get a few touches in, just for fun.
Bella, what's your favorite sport?
Probably soccer.
And did you play at Ferris?
Yeah, I did.
Wow, 4 years?
Yep.
You were all conference, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Where'd you grow up? Sparta?
Yep.
And they had soccer down in Sparta?
They did. I did a lot of travel club soccer. Yep.
Yeah. And now you're in the CJ, criminal justice, both of you are. You're done though, or?
Nope, I'm in the Masters too.
And then you are too, Matt.
Yep.
And they have that program at Ferris.
Yep.
How would you recruit a girl into CJ? What would you tell her that would be the, what do you see that you like so much in that, where you wouldn't want to be a nurse or a doctor or a gas station owner or a party store owner or a custodian?
For me, a lot of it came from like sports. Like I like the team aspect, the team mindset, and so that kind of drove me to law enforcement, honestly.
And so you're going to be a patrol gal someday then?
Still working on it,
I think she wants to go Fed.
Yeah.
She wants to go with the federal aspect of things.
And what would that, what would you do for the feds? What, investigative or?
Yeah, it's
ICE
honestly not ICE. Right now, The dream would be like a special agent position is what I'm aiming for.
So you want to be on the movies?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Shoot for the stars.
Yep, there you go. What's mom and dad think of that, your career?
They're fully for it. At first, they were kind of taken back because a lot of people in law enforcement, like their families in law enforcement, so it was kind of a wild card that one day I came home and I was like, I'm going to be in criminal justice. But they're for it.
Did you start right away as a freshman in criminal justice or some other field?
At first, I was looking to do forensics because that's at my high school we had a forensics class, so I was super interested. And then I realized I didn't want to spend my day in a lab. I'd rather be out in the field doing things, so I made the switch.
My grandkids all play soccer. Mad Dog doesn't anymore, but Jack doesn't. But I got a couple of them in there. KK, she plays soccer. She's pretty good at it. But what separated you from the normal little soccer girl out there that you were good enough to make all conference and come to Ferris, which is a big school?
She has an edge.
Huh?
She has an edge to her.
What is that edge? What did you have that separated you?
You know, I think I was just very consistent. Like I was the same every game. In my position, I played defense.
Okay.
And so that's something that obviously is needed, is you need consistency. And in defense, you don't really sub out a lot. And so you need someone who's going to be there every game, play the exact same. It was me and the other center back was Ella. And me and her played almost every single game, the whole game, all 4 years, just because that's what the position requires, is just consistency. So I think that was a big factor.
Now, like in volleyball, I can see after last night, especially after last night, I really enjoy volleyball now. I was telling the guys I'm going to start going to as many as I can. Eye-hand coordination with volleyball is very important. And soccer, not so much hand-eye, but feet-eye?
Yeah.
Or, is that what it is?
I mean, yeah, that's what, yeah.
Because you can't touch the ball with the hands, right?
Just goalies, yeah.
Yeah. So your speed, you're pretty fast.
Pretty fast, yeah.
And so you knew how to, but no, seriously,
Yeah.
but I mean, the feet, you really got to know where that ball's at with your eyes, but your feet you got a long ways down there to coordinate. I mean, you're 5'8", right? 5'9".
5'7", yeah. Give me a couple inches.
Take a break. You got Mike Selzer on? Well, he can listen. Put him on.
Then we'll take our promotional break and then come back and go the rest of the way with the two ladies.
Oh, I'm enjoying volleyball and soccer. I've learned a lot.
I told you.
Yep, you have told me that, yeah. And someday I hope my little KK gets to go to Ferris and play soccer someday.
Or softball.
Yeah, or softball, yeah.
Like her mom.
Mm-hmm. Bob, I mean, do you want me to continue being quiet or? All right. So did you guys pretty successful in soccer at Ferris while we're waiting for Mike? Mike's not on there yet.
Yeah, my freshman year was actually the most successful we've been. We went to the Final Four. So that was awesome. Yeah.
Wow.
Hello.
Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Did we wake you up?
How you doing?
No, he's in class.
Well, I know, but a lot of teachers take naps. All right. Well, you didn't have a free hour. Hey, Mike, how you doing? It's Pat and Brian.
I'm doing good, Pat. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, another year. I don't feel any different than I did last year, so we should be able to roll pretty good this year with this thing, unless something medically happens to me. I feel I can do another year. How about you, Mike? How do you feel about another year?
I feel good. You know, it's just kind of a plug and go type thing. You know, we do a pretty good job of getting the kids ready. So, you know, I feel like each year it gets a little bit easier and easier. And my coaching staff does such a solid job that sometimes I wonder what it is that I do besides paperwork side.
One thing we're very fortunate about Big Rapids, Mike, is, and I really appreciate this, is parent input. Did the parents come in and tell you what position to play their kid? And I'm only being facetious here.
I usually get a couple of parents that think that that's a great idea.
Yeah.
But you know, we're so fortunate that we have such great parent support in everything we do, you know, especially at Big Rapids.
Yeah. You just don't want to
kids
go out in the parking lot.
nothing.
But you don't want to go out in the parking lot after a game.
Well,
right?
usually, but that's why we have that 24-hour rule, right?
There you go. Yeah, you rush. You look like Nick Saban running to the dugout. Oh,
well,
I'm out of
usually
here.
the last one out.
Yeah, I know
taking
that.
care of all the stuff. So let the parking lot clear out a little bit.
No, you're good. Hey, you got a nice little quarterback coming up this year in Brant, baby Brant, right? He's a junior.
Yep, he's a junior. He's been our JV quarterback the last couple of years. Also got some meaningful minutes the last few years on varsity. Might look a little different than last year. He'll be a bigger run factor, and so the big thing now is he's got the best arm of any high school quarterback I've ever coached. And so if we can get him to process his reads, his pass reads at game speed, and trust what he sees, then, he'll be a dynamic dual threat quarterback.
Do you have some good wideouts then to catch that ball?
We do. We got Vash Schuberg. He came up and played varsity quite a bit last year. He'll be out at the split. We also have Hudson Challenger. He moved up from Georgia this year. And he's kind of built like Vash, kind of a tall, skinny receiver who can stretch the field vertically, but also a good possessions receiver, And then we got the youngest of the foster kids in Eli. He'll be our boundary side slot, so he'll be a run threat as well as a receiver threat. And then on our field side slot, we have Austin Muscle, who'll be a solid blocker and a great possession receiver for us. And then we put Danny Langell, moved him from slot to our tailback position, and he'll be an integral part of our passing game as well.
Boy, he's athletic, isn't he, Danny?
Yeah, he's a dude.
Yeah,
he's a
he
dude.
is. Yeah.
Well, he's a worker.
Yeah.
Yep.
I admire that whole family. I tell you, their dad is tremendous man, a great father, and the mother there, and the kids are just growing up the great American style. Boy, you sound like you really got a great
life lessons.
I'm sorry, Mike, what?
I said they're doing a great job of teaching their kids life lessons and letting them kind of grow up and mature.
Yep. Yeah. How about linemen? Who are they?
We got Austin Brandt will be back this year. He's our sole returning starting lineman from last year. He'll be kind of the leader of the line at center. And then at two guards will either be Eric Wilbur and Jackson Cook will be splitting time at a guard. The other guard will be Coop Schuberg. And then we got two athletic tackles and Mason Edinger and Peter Geib at the two tackles. And then we got River Johnson, who's also on the line. So we had some pretty athletic linemen.
Wow, you got some pretty good people there, don't you? I mean, I thought we were going to be a little bit down this year. I know they're youthful, right? You don't have a lot of seniors, do you?
We don't. We have like 10 seniors is all, and but we got a roster of 30.
Wow, that's
and
good.
So big junior class. We got Vash is a sophomore, and he's brought up. So we got a good mix.
Yeah. And the JV team, they have a pretty good team this year, too?
Yeah, they should be solid. JV numbers kind of exploded on us. We're at 50 on the JV right now.
Holy Lord.
So about 20 sophomores and 30 freshmen. When we get to a spot where we're comfortable and feel that we can put a safe product out there, we're still looking to maybe split that into two teams.
Well, how do you do that, Mike? Real quickly?
You look, so like most of our conference doesn't have a freshman team or a JVB. And so if we can get those kids brought up to speed and safely do that, then we'll start looking for freshman games, mainly out of Grand Rapids or a little bit further north, and see if we can pick up an extra game for those guys.
Well, how do we match up with Paw Paw? Do they come back with a senior class, heavy, talented group? I know they're always in the hunt for the playoffs at the end of the year. I applaud you for playing a team like that. A lot of guys would like to shy away from that, but you and Scott Shankel, you guys go right into the deep of things and play some tough teams at the beginning. How are they looking this year?
It's it's kind of like Michigan State does, right? Get some really tough teams up front so you know your weaknesses are exposed and you know what you have to work on. And then kind of before, you enter the playoffs, you play a couple of teams to fine-tune things. So like on the front end, we got Paw Paw and Kennewa Hills, who are both playoff teams last year. And then on the tail end, we got Saginaw Heritage, who's a Division II team. I listened to their coach talk, and he said they have 30 seniors on their squad.
Wow.
And so they're going to be really solid. And then week 9, we finished with Freeland, who's a perennial playoff team every year. So we beefed the schedule up a little bit. And we really look forward to the challenge. As far as Paw Paw is concerned, every year they put out a good product. We play the T week 1 so that our kids are used to it or have seen it before we play Reed City. And very similar styles, big, strong, powerful kids. And they got a couple of good running backs and a solid quarterback. They got an offensive tackle that's 6'6", 285. They got a center who's 6 foot, 265. So they have the ability to move the ball pretty well. Defense, they're going to load the box and make us throw the ball, which is, something that we're going to have to do if we want to be successful for a postseason run.
Well, that being said, I know coaches learn from other coaches and strategies and this and that. I remember a few years ago, and maybe you'll reflect on this, but we were supposed to play a team, and we were a real powerhouse, and they weren't. And they came up and canceled the game because of flu. You might think of that excuse not to play that team. Get the flu on your team that week.
Yeah, I don't think we'll do that.
I know.
I think we got the numbers, and we got the dudes that I think we can play with anybody.
Yeah, you're playing some pretty tough teams there. That's great. I congratulate you on that. But we don't play Cadillac. I'm just curious. Back in the day, that was a great traditional game between the two teams, Cadillac and Big Rapids. It's kind of sad that we don't play them, or are we playing them?
We are not. It just, when teams get locked into conferences, then it's a matter of what open games do you have, and can that match your schedule, right? And then with the way the playoffs work, what's a good matchup for us might not be a real good matchup for an opposing team for playoff points in that, and vice versa. So, it's tough for schools to play teams that are smaller than them or in different divisions. And so, there's a lot that goes into trying to build a schedule that works for your team.
Is Cadillac a lot bigger in Big Rapids?
We're Division 4, they're Division 3. And so for them to play a smaller school that has the ability to beat them, it's not a big reward for them.
So why would the Heritage, what class are they in Freeland? Freeland's about our size, aren't they?
They're Division 2, and they struggled to find a schedule.
Wow.
And so that's where those things, I think that one is much more upside for us than it is for them.
Yeah. Then Freeland, they're about the same as us, or are they smaller?
They're a Division 4 also, so that one makes sense because both teams have been, the last 5 or 6 years playoff-bound teams. So it doesn't really, hurt your playoff points.
Well, I won't bore you, everybody, but just go through your schedule then. I won't ask you who you're playing. Who are you playing? Okay. Week 1, Paw Paw. Week 2, week 3. Go through the schedule and we'll go.
Yeah, week 1 is Paw Paw. Week 2 is Kennewa Hills at Kennewa Hills. Week 3 is Tri-County at Tri-County. Week 4 is Reed City at Reed City. Week 5 is Grant. Week 5 is Chip Hills home. Week 6 is Grant. Week 7 is Newaygo. Week 8 is Saginaw Heritage, and Week 9 is Freeland.
There you go. Yeah, thank you very much, Mike. I know you got to get going. Girls, do you have any questions for Coach Selzer? Huh?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, come on. You got to ask one question for him. What is it?
What are you looking forward to most?
I'm looking forward. I look forward to practice every day. This, I think, is my 32nd year. of coaching, and I look forward to being out on the practice field every day with the kids. They're amazing to be around. The perspectives, how they changed over the last 30 years, and building those relationships is what I look forward to most. And then, celebrating a Friday night with them is always a highlight.
Talk about celebrating. Celebrate your assistant coaches. Who are they in position?
Right. So our defensive coordinator is Nate Fricky. Our offensive coordinator is Ken Rangel. Our linebackers coach is Philip Wilbur and Dave McCall. On the D lines, we have Chris Jones. On the offensive line, we have Pat Craven and Logan Griffiths. At receivers, we have Gus Rangel, and then at running backs is Kurt Dubowski. So, those guys have been with us for, few of them have been with me since I got here. Few of them have been on for the last 3 years, and we're fortunate to have such a strong staff of guys that help guide kids and athletes and know football as well.
Yeah, Logan Griffiths is that. He's a Morley Stanwood boy.
He is. Yep.
Yeah, I know Logan.
He came on
Griffiths Construction.
the last couple of years as an assistant O-line coach, and one of those guys who gives to our community as well as time to our kids.
Yeah, Griffiths Construction.
A couple of great parents.
He's a
and
busy boy.
Yep, we got great role models for our kids.
Yeah, you do. You've done a great job, Mike. Thanks a lot for giving us most of your life to Big Rapids. I know you coach more than just football. You're involved with track too, right?
Track and wrestling, yep.
And God, making good money. I bet he's up there in six figures.
Oh, yeah, you know how us teachers do.
I know. Well, I just had to make you laugh a little bit at the end. So I always put a smile on somebody's face at the very end of the performance.
Yeah, different forms of payment, right?
Yeah.
If you love what you do, you're a millionaire.
Yep. Well, thanks again. Hopefully next week we'll be talking to you after your
Sounds
win.
Good. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you much.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. Yep. Bye.
Bye. All right, we'll be right back after this quick message from Zott's Bar and Grill. If you want to buy the best hat in town, you go down to Zott's Bar and Grill and buy this hat. It's only $25. Along with that $25, you'll get a glass of water. We'll be right back.
Right here on Curries Hot Stove League, B1039. When was the last time you checked your tires? At Big Rapids Tire, they know how important it is to keep your ride smooth, safe, and reliable. Whether you're cruising down the highway or navigating tough weather, a fresh set of tires ensures you're ready for anything. Their expert team will help you find the perfect tires for your car and get you back on the road with confidence. Brakes, alignments, struts, and shocks, they do those as well. Don't wait for a blowout or worse. Visit Big Rapids Tire for unbeatable prices, quality, and peace of mind. Big Rapids Tire, Northland Drive, just north of town.
This is Alec Gary of Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes in Big Rapids and Barrington. I believe what sets Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes apart from everyone else is our commitment to service excellence. When a family calls, we are there before, during, and after the funeral experience. I want you to be able to trust calling us. We're here to guidance and counsel each and every single family to each and every single need. And we just feel like the commitment to families, especially ones that put their care and trust in us, we are going to go above and beyond to do anything we can to help a family during their time of loss. This is Alec Gary, a legacy of service, a promise of care with Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes, located in Big Rapids and in Barrington.
Let's talk about Sweet Hill Riverfront Community right here in Big Rapids.
Sweet Hill used to be student housing, but who's actually living there?
We're seeing a mix of residents. So we see retirees, working professionals, families, and people really who just want low maintenance ownership in Big Rapids. The community is evolving a lot, and more buyers are recognizing that Sweet Hill is not just some place to go stay. It is transforming into really excellent long-term home setting.
Simple luxury, easy living.
Absolutely, Jen.
How do they get a hold of you?
They can reach anyone at my office at RE/MAX Together right here in town anytime, or or they can email me, joemcnallyhomes@gmail.com, or shoot me a call or text, 616-307-3026.
Hi, this is Pat Curry. We're right here with Brian Miller at 1039. We talk about what's happening with sports in Big Rapids. Well, we got a new sponsor. None other than the Great Body Shop right on Maple Street, east of the bridge in Big Rapids, Michigan. It's called M&M Collision Center. They're celebrating 30 years of trusted, top-quality auto body repair and remains the name you can trust. Whether you have a major collision repair or a minor fender bender, our award-winning team has you covered with free loaners and vehicle detailing with every repair. They work with all insurance companies and treat every vehicle like it's one of their own. From auto body repairs to supporting local community organizations, giving back to the community is part of who they are. Come and see Matt and Devin and Trish and Justin. Just a great group of people there. Come and see why Big Rapids trust M&M Collision Center of Big Rapids, where quality and community come together.
Come say cheers at Zot's Bar and Grill in Big Rapids. Great food, great prices, and great people, where everybody knows your name. Zot's, people's choice for best soup. You don't want to miss their award-winning burgers and chili as well. Originally opened in 1933 and serving it up ever since. Seasonal beers on tap. Located at 732 North State Street in Big Rapids. Roxanne and Doug at Zot's Bar and Grill are proud sponsors of the Signature Player of the Week for the Curries Hot Stove League every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m.
M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing has been in business for over 30 years, gaining the trust of Big Rapids and the surrounding communities. M&M Lawn Care can handle all your lawn care needs, as well as tree jobs and including removal. Call for a free quote, 796-4956. They're fully insured. Call M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing, proud local sponsor of Curries Hot Stove League.
At Paris Auto Service and Repair, you can get your car road trip ready with their hot seasonal deals. And speaking of hot, make sure you stay cool this summer with a $10 off AC recharge. Man, today is a scorcher. But I'll tell you what, your AC is as cold as ice.
It's cold.
Paris Auto Repair does all that and much more. Brakes, alignments, tires, transmissions, anything under the hood, Paris Auto Repair can cover. And with state-certified mechanics, you're in great hands at Paris Auto Service and Repair. Just give them a call, 231-796-7355, or stop in at 18415 Northland Drive in Big Rapids.
Hooked at Curries.
Pete, why do you come to Curries?
I go in there for breakfast every single morning, Pack, except the week. Well, on Sunday. I usually go to church. But I love the scrambled eggs and bacon and toast. Homemade.
And we're back.
Yes, we are.
Yep. Pat's getting a cup of coffee.
God, I'm having a great day today. I got to talking to two heroes of Mecosta County Shankel. Great coach up the Reeds. Huh? Scott. Didn't I say Scott?
Well, I don't know, maybe. It sounded like you had a few drinks before.
Mike Selzer. I'm living high on 1039. You will too, folks. All you have to do is listen to old Bob Aldridge in the morning. Play some of the greatest music. I love it when he plays the Eagles. Now, John Denver song, throw it in
Bob
there.
Seger.
Yep. And once in a while, it wouldn't hurt you to play Alan Jackson, Precious Moments.
Of course. Absolutely. Yep. No worries.
I'll sing it for you. The Auctioneer song once in a while.
Karaoke.
Play that either. We got two of the up-and-coming good citizens of America. We call them ladies because they're pretty darn nice ladies, aren't they, Brian? They both work for the Mecosta County Sheriff's Department, been in criminal justice up at Ferris. Ask them why they want to do it, because they want to make it better for everybody, you and me. Isn't that nice of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Emma and Bella. And I said, I love that name, Bella. It just automatically puts you into the frame of mind of going to Italy, which I've never been there and probably never will be there. Being that said, Bella, have you and your folks ever been to Italy?
No, not yet, but it's a plan at some point. We got a lot of family over there.
That's what I was going to ask you, yeah. So, fair to ask you, what dish, pizza or lasagna, what do you like the best?
I love lasagna.
Yeah. Mama makes pretty good, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Your mama full Italian?
My dad is.
Oh, your dad is,
Yep, it's my dad's side of the family.
Okay, yeah, great. What's your favorite food?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm not really picky, so
No?
I like a lot of different things. Yeah.
Well, then you must be German.
I actually am. How
Yeah.
did you
Well, because if you ask a German, I can't say it on the radio though, can I, Bob? Well, potatoes, meat, corn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's German. I'm German.
Oh, okay.
I have Irish, Scottish in me. My dad's family come from
Scotch in
Scotland.
you? Is that?
Scotland.
Yeah, you got Scotch
And
in
my
you?
mama's family, the Kylings, came from Germany. Have you ever heard of the Kylings? That's a big name up in Reed City. Some of the best athletes and bar owners are from the Kyling family. One thing we all have in common is we like to drink, and that's German, right? Yeah, that's why I like Zatz. Good cold beer there. Coffee's good. Emma, since you've been at Ferris, what's the most positive thing that's happened to you?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I've been here so long now. I think just getting to be a part of the volleyball program. Like, it's just, I was saying earlier, it's just different. How we do things is different. And I think just as a whole, like, I could probably name at least like 100 different moments right now where I'm just like, that was just so amazing.
Name that one.
Oh,
Top one. Just anything. What, you know, the reason I ask you that is because life is a challenge. We all know that. And it is what you make of it. In my life, I've offended some people, and I don't mean to. But I think sports is such an integral part, more so now today than it's ever been in human. I mean, back in the day, it was so hard to make a living that you just had to go out and work. You couldn't play sports. Today, parents have made it affordable for these kids, you young adults, to play sports. And of course, you got scholarship probably for Ferris, so financially that helped your folks a lot there. But I think it's just wonderful because now the challenges are harder, and it's more of a stressful life for young people with the media, you know, Facebook and the corruption that people can be so rude, you know. Back in the day, if you didn't like somebody, you kept it to yourself. You might have told your best friend, and maybe you called them on the phone and told them. But today you can do some stupid things that are going to live with you forever on Facebook. And I am so glad that both my boys and their families are playing sports because it's keeping them off the phone, and it gives them a directive and a positive directional way in life. And they don't see all the filth that goes on in that mass media stuff. But don't you think you're a much better person playing sports had you not? And what would you be doing if you wouldn't have played volleyball? Where do you think you'd be in life right now?
Honestly, I don't know if I can even answer that because that's kind of honestly all I've ever known. But I think sports, like, any kid should get involved in that at least a little bit, even if they don't go to college for it, just because it just changes your life in so many ways. And I think people are better humans in general because
What
of
did
it.
it teach you, volleyball? What do you think you're better because of playing volleyball at Ferris State and the high school, the whole program, volleyball itself? What has volleyball taught you?
I mean, I just think how to be a woman, honestly. Like, I feel like I've grown up since I've come to Ferris. I'm just a completely different person in the most positive way. So.
How about you, Emma?
Bella.
Bella. How could I call you Emma? You're Italian. Emma, German. Ella. Boy, I'm going to get in trouble. We're talking about races, aren't I? But anyway, Stella. What's Bella?
Yeah, I think for me, just you learn a lot of life lessons, like accountability. You're kind of like, especially I was a captain my last year at Ferris, and so we always talked about, like, how are we going to hold ourselves or other people to standards of our team if we can't hold ourselves as captains. So you learn accountability from day one. You learn how to have a work ethic, because how else is the coach going to respect you? How are you going to earn respect from your teammates without a hard work ethic? So right off the bat, it's two very important life lessons for your careers right there.
You're going to be successful, but don't you think your parents had a big part of that, didn't they?
For sure.
Yeah. So for a young girl coming up in today's world, would you direct them to sports? Obviously you would, wouldn't you?
Yeah. 100%.
And it would be soccer, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I played a lot of sports growing up, so soccer was obviously my favorite, but
what other sports?
I ran track through high school. I played basketball all the way through high school, and then my last 2 years I kicked on the football team.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're good. That helped you in soccer. Is that why you're a good football kicker, because of soccer?
Yeah, honestly, kicking kind of messed up my soccer foot because of the the tee, whatever, the stand.
Yeah.
It kind of messed me up a little bit, but yeah, I was good at that because of soccer.
How did they recruit you on the football team? Varsity?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, tell us about it. What was that like? I mean, the guys took you in and really treated you great.
Yeah.
Probably blocked better for you than they would have a guy.
I would hope so. Yeah, one of my best friends growing up, her dad was one of the coaches, and so he was at our house one night and hanging out with my parents, drinking a little bit, and they were like, well, tomorrow's the first day of like camp, like preseason or whatever. We need a kicker, like I expect to see you there. And I laughed it off, and then the next morning he's calling me and he's like, where are you? Like, I was being serious. And so after that, I was there every single day for practice.
Did you ever get hit?
2 times, yeah. I got hit my last game, and that was pretty bad, actually. Someone jumped over the guys blocking for me and hit me pretty hard, but.
What did he say? Do you know you're a girl?
I think most of them did, yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, with the helmet on and everything, and your pads and everything, how would you know? Did he apologize?
No, but
No?
the guys on our team were pretty
upset.
Yeah, they got pretty upset, so they took care of it for me.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez. Brian, say something. I'm drinking my coffee.
All right, you wanted that strike.
Oh yeah, I said that.
Okay. What about your time at the Mecosta County Sheriff's Office, the best law enforcement agency in the area?
Ever.
All right. So how did you come to be there, and what did you like, and why did you stick around? And tell me about Bob Van Dyke.
Oh my God.
It's awesome.
Go ahead, Bella.
For me, I did my internship last summer with Mecosta, and at that point, I wasn't really sure what the plan was. I knew I liked criminal justice. I knew I liked the realm of CJ, but I wasn't sure in what capacity. And so I just kind of threw myself into ride-alongs every day doing my internship, and I really enjoyed it. I rode with some really great guys, and they taught me a lot about the field, and they let me, they told me they would treat me like I was on FTO, like I was on training, so I got to learn how to, run a plate over the radio, do tickets, things like that. And so I learned a lot and learned a lot about this county. Like, sometimes I drive by and I'm like, I've been inside that house before, just randomly. And so, yeah, it was a really good experience. I learned a lot, and it's obviously why I'm in the mindset that I am today, and I want to be out in the field is because of that internship. So,
who is the favorite deputy that you got to ride with?
Oh my God.
Just in case anybody's listening. I don't think they are, but hopefully they're working.
Probably Schuler.
Ron?
Yeah. He was the one that kind of let me do the most.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went on the radio with him a couple times, and Sergeant Pippin.
Charlie.
I obviously liked being with Zeke. So yeah.
Okay. And what moment during your internship was there a certain call or something you were on that really kind of helped ignite that fire, I guess?
Let me think. I can't think of a specific one that kind of made me excited, but there was a few, obviously seeing my first deceased person was that summer, ever. Yeah. And so that was didn't make me excited, but more of how are you going to respond to something like that? And you don't know until you're in the situation. And so I was looking forward to that moment, honestly, to just see if I could do it. And yeah, I did great, and it made me excited to see more fun things like that. And so, yeah.
All right. Emma.
Yeah.
All right. Tell us about your time, and then a deputy that you really liked, and a call or incident that took place where kind of helped fuel that fire, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, to start, I would just say I would echo Bella a lot, especially with just how it went down for her last summer with our internship. I think I really enjoyed it. I learned so much, probably more than I was expecting. I mean, I don't think I really knew what I was going to expect, but I think I just really enjoyed it. And like she said, they were really gracious enough to let us do a lot of things, and they let us learn a lot more than maybe some other deputies would at other counties. So that was really helpful. I think I would just echo a lot of what Bella would say. I would say I don't know. I'm still at the department. Like, how can I say who was my favorite, Brian? This isn't fair.
Right. Well, you have good answers.
PR
She's a politician.
WBZX, Big Rapids.
I mean, I think, well, last summer I did ride with Hum a lot, so I think I would shout out Hum on this one because I think we had a lot of fun together. We got in a lot of stuff. But I also really liked riding with Izzy and Grayson too on night shift, and we had a lot of really interesting calls. So I think those, like, all of the calls that I was on with them are probably some of my favorites, just because it was different than the day shift, obviously. We had a couple DUIs and things like that, and I also was, like Bella was saying, I was like not looking forward to seeing a deceased person, but you know, like, again, like, how do you handle that? So I got to do that a couple times with them. So I think it just kind of showed me what I'm capable of in a way.
And days is different than nights, isn't it?
So
For sure, yeah.
The day shift and the calls you go on, more of the civil kind of standby or things like that. Whereas nights, you know, usually if things happen, they tend to happen at night, sometimes the days, but the calls you go on are much different.
Yeah, for sure.
And since you guys did your internship, or you both did Marine Patrol too.
Yeah.
All right. You did it last summer, and you're doing it this summer. And tell us about Bob.
Bob's awesome. He is a legend. He taught me a lot. I grew up on a lake, so I was familiar a little bit with like boats and things like that, but he did a good job in explaining like the liveries that we would do, and just explained everything very well, and was always there if I needed him. If something was going wrong, like, you could always give him a call. I remember him prepping me for the 4th of July fireworks on Chippewa Lake.
Yeah.
And that was probably one of the most stressful times of my life. Like, backing up the boat trailer, there's no lights there, and so it was just in the dark. But he made sure I was ready to do it before going. So, yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I would say Bob's instilled a lot of confidence in me, definitely. I did not really grow up around the water, to be honest, so everything was kind of new for me, and I was just absorbing a lot of it in. I was kind of like a sponge in the beginning, honestly. But I think we've been together a lot, actually. I've been partners with him quite a bit this summer, honestly. I think I have one more shift with him, so I'm excited. But I also happen to do the fireworks on Chippewa Lake, so that was stressful. But like Belly said, he did a great job preparing me to do it too, and I think he's allowed me to kind of figure out who I am a little bit in the sense of law enforcement. So, yeah.
So Bob Van Dyke, do you know Bob?
Real well.
Oh my God, he's awesome. He's kind of we used to have Otto Kampner back in the day.
Knew him
and
real
he's
well,
kind
too.
of our new Otto Kampner, where he does the Weighmaster, does a Marine,
does a great job.
helps out with animal control.
Yep.
Any umpires?
Any umpires? Yeah.
He's a good umpire. Very good. I've seen him in action. Very good ump.
Yeah.
Very fair.
He's kind of our everything at the office.
Usually, Brian, before the program, I always ask the girls where they're from, which we know Emma's from Illinois, and we know Bella is from Sparta. What lake did you grow up on?
Camp Lake?
Camp?
Yep.
Okay, I know a lot of lakes, but I don't know if I know Camp. That must be close to Sparta, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was all sand around there. Where's a lake at? I can't think. Is that east of Sparta? East?
I believe so. Yeah. Do you know where like the Moose Lodge is?
Yeah.
It's the lake that's the Moose Lodge is on.
I guess I never looked past the Moose Lodge. I guess it didn't. Hey, how many brothers and sisters do you have? Let's go with that.
I just have one younger brother.
A younger brother? What's he doing now?
Well, he's at home still.
What's his name?
Nate.
And how old is he?
He's 20.
What's your mother do?
My mom works for the University of Illinois.
Oh, good for her. And dad?
He is in the plastics realm.
Which one played sports?
Both of them did.
They both did?
They both did, yeah.
So you would have been a failure to them if you wouldn't have played sports.
I mean, I guess you could look at it like that.
Oh, my God, yeah. No, I just like to tease a little. How about you, Bella? Mom and dad, and sisters and brothers?
Yeah, I have one younger sister. Her name is Layla.
She plays
plays
soccer?
softball.
Yep, she plays softball at Albion.
Oh, she does, Albion.
Yeah.
She's younger than you.
Yep.
All right, so then mom and dad, what do they do?
My mom is in construction.
Oh, good for her.
She's, something in construction. I'm not really sure. Designs houses, prices them,
right.
that stuff.
Good for her.
And then my dad is in sales for American Classic in Grant.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll be darned. Life's been good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Life is fun. If everybody would just leave us alone at the state capitol, right?
Yeah.
I always say if the government would stay out of our lives, well, we would just be a lot better off sometimes, wouldn't we? What's your biggest concern in life right now? Do you have one at all?
My biggest concern, probably just being happy. Like, I hope I get into a career that I'm proud of and I'm successful and I'm just happy.
Mm-hmm. When you look back, do you have a favorite moment in time?
Within the last 4 years, it was probably playing soccer and my freshman year making that run to the Final Four. That was amazing. And it was the farthest Ferris women's soccer had ever gone. And so that was a really cool thing to be a part of my freshman year.
How did that happen?
We just, honestly, it was kind of a weird thing because it was definitely a rebuilding year, or what our coach thought was going to be a rebuilding year, and we just kept winning. Like, we went on this streak that was, like, unheard of. I think it was like a 10 or 11 game unbeaten streak.
Wow.
And we just kept winning, and we were like, okay, like, let's do this, because the beginning of our season wasn't great. We, I think, lost a few games of our season, and so then we hit this streak, and we couldn't be stopped, and we just went all the way.
So who was your coach?
Greg Henson.
He's still there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming on the show here in the next month or so. Yeah, I got him. Actually, we were communicating last night and this morning.
So, do you miss it?
I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what are you going to do to keep in touch with soccer? Are you going to try to maybe coach someday part-time, or do you run a little bit yet? I know you said you were in track. Do you still run?
I do. I do run a lot of, the things I'm applying for. I have to take fitness tests for, so still doing fitness tests and have to run a few miles. I enjoy working out, and so that's what I've kind of been doing.
Do you, question for both of you, and we got to get going because I know we're over time here, but self-defense. Has your sports helped you in that, as far as you being quick with your feet and your eye coordination with your feet, and you with your hands and arms and eyes? Has that helped you with your defense classes? Because I know in CJ you do learn moves that you have to make. How is that correlated with that?
Yeah, for sure. And just being able to move your own body weight and move things that are heavier than you. It's a huge advantage.
I would like to, but we don't have enough room and time in here, and I would like to come at both of you individually to see what you do to stop me. But we're not going to do that. Thank God we don't have the room.
No, they can handle themselves.
Yeah, I know they can. I know
we can put some mats out in the lobby.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Well, God bless you both. A lot of times people get down in America and say, oh, these young people just aren't what they used to be. Well, that's far from the truth. I think that we have a lot of great young people, and I'm glad to have two in the studio today with me. I go home after this, and I always tell my wife who I had as a guest and how impressive I am with them and the outlook in life that they have and what they're going to give back in their lives. And you two are definitely going to be a very positive impact on a lot more people than you realize you are going to be. Your position right now, you think you're just going to be that person. Well, you're not going to be just that person. You're going to be that person that's going to make a big difference in a lot of people. And I thank you for that. God bless America. Till the next time,
ladies,
Bob.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Bye-bye.
This is Alec Gary of Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes in Big Rapids and Barrington. I believe what sets Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes apart from everyone else is our commitment to service excellence. When a family calls, we are there before, during, and after the funeral experience. I want you to be able to trust calling us. We're here to guidance and counsel each and every single family to each and every single need. And we just feel like the commitment to families, especially ones that put their care and trust in us, we are going to go above and beyond to do anything we can to help a family during their time of loss. This is Alec Gary, a legacy of service, a promise of care, with Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes, located in Big Rapids and in Barrington.
M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing has been in business for over 30 years, gaining the trust of Big Rapids and the surrounding communities. M&M Lawn Care can handle all your lawn care needs, as well as tree jobs and including removal. Call for a free quote, 796-4956. They're fully insured. Call M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing, proud local sponsor of Curries Hot Stove League.
Come say cheers in Zots Bar and Grill. Downtown Big Rapids. Great food, great prices, and great people. So come on down where everybody knows your name. Zots Bar and Grill, the People's Choice Best Soup winner. The burgers are where it's at. Originally opened in 1933 with seasonal beers on tap. Located at 732 North State Street in Big Rapids. Zots Bar and Grill is a proud sponsor of the Signature Player of the Week for the Hot Stove Sports League every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m.
When was the last time you checked your tires? At Big Rapids Tire, they know how important it is to keep your ride smooth, safe, and reliable. Whether you're cruising down the highway or navigating tough weather, a fresh set of tires ensures you're ready for anything. Their expert team will help you find the perfect tires for your car and get you back on the road with confidence. Brakes, alignments, struts, and shocks, they do those as well. Don't wait for a blowout or worse. Visit Big Rapids Tire for unbeatable prices, quality, and peace of mind. Big Rapids Tire, Northland Drive, just north of town.
Hi, this is Pat Curry. We're right here with Brian Miller at 1039. We talk about what's happening with sports in Big Rapids. Well, we got a new sponsor. None other than the Great Body Shop right on Maple Street, east of the bridge in Big Rapids, Michigan. It's called M&M Collision Center. They're celebrating 30 years of trusted, top-quality auto body repair and remains the name you can trust. Whether you have a major collision repair or a minor fender bender, our award-winning team has you covered with free loaners and vehicle detailing with every repair. They work with all insurance companies and treat every vehicle like it's one of their own. From auto body repairs to supporting local community organizations, giving back to the community is part of who they are. Come and see Matt and Devin and Trish and Justin. Just a great group of people there. Come and see why Big Rapids trust M&M Collision Center of Big Rapids, where quality and community come together.
Hi, I'm Jay Valsheen, managing member and general partner of Sweet Hill Riverfront Community.
Jay, I've heard Sweet Hill has a reputation of not being so nice. What has changed?
I think they need to just take a drive through there. I mean, we've really done a lot with the property. And yes, over the years, it was all students. They might know it as Tioga Park. Once we purchased it, we've redone the parking lot. We've ripped out all the landscaping, put all new landscaping in. We've put in cedar posts, new light fixtures. And that's just on the exterior. On the interiors of these units, they are incredible. Leathered granite, three-tone paint, stainless steel appliances. We've really just tried to give a lot of value for the money for this complex and really make it a better place to live. Kohler fixtures, all LED lights. We're even epoxying the garage floors. We're just trying to make and deliver a lot of value for the residents of Big Rapids. And that Muskegon River is just really a special place. Just a really nice place to live.
Are the units ready now?
Yeah, several units are listed.
Get in touch with Joe McNally at joemcnallyhomes@gmail.com or call him at 616-307-3026. At RE/MAX together.
Sweet Hill Riverfront Community. Simple luxury, easy living.
At Ferris State Repair, you can get your car road trip ready with their hot seasonal deals. And speaking of hot, make sure you stay cool this summer with a $10 off AC recharge. Man, today is a scorcher. But I'll tell you what, your AC is as cold as ice.
It's cold.
Ferris Auto Repair does all that and much more. Brakes, alignments, tires, transmissions, anything under the hood, Ferris Auto Repair can cover. And with state-certified mechanics, you're in great hands at Ferris Auto Service and Repair. Just give them a call, 231-796-7355, or stop in at 18415 Northland Drive in Big Rapids.
Wednesday morning sun is rising, and Brian talking strong. High school tales and sports they bring, lots of story and a song. College dreams and fields of green, memories we all hold dear. Stories told in morning's glow, B1039 is here. Hot stove leaves so full of cheer, lively tunes for all to hear. Pat and Sheriff side by side, life and sports we take a ride.
Brought to you by Big Rapids Tire, Sweet Hill Riverfront Community, Simple Luxury, Easy Living, Zots Bar and Grill, the Daggett Gilbert Funeral Homes, Ferris Auto Service and Repair, M&M Lawn Care and Snow Plowing, and